With all respect, if the economy had been good under Biden, people with full-time jobs would have been able to rent a modest apartment. Dems have ignored this, and in my humble opinion, that is why we lost. No, see, that was my whole point, is that the economy actually was booming under Biden. The economy doing well doesn't translate into working class people having a good quality of life or being able to afford to live in this country. Because like if you go look at the actual economic data, I'm looking right now on The Economist, you can compare how Biden, Obama, and Trump did, and like Obama's economic growth and the way the stock market performed, the jobs numbers, all significantly better under Joe Biden than under definitely Trump's first term, and like definitely under Trump's second term. And even inheriting the COVID-19 pandemic and all of the disastrous things Trump did to the economy under his first term, Biden still outperformed Obama's second term in many markers. And a couple of things happened here. I think a lot of people did not connect their employment to Biden's efforts, especially a lot of people who were hired under programs that were funded by the Biden administration, like infrastructure programs and green energy programs. They didn't really connect the fact that they may have been a Republican, but their employment was because a Democrat was in the White House. But the second thing I think that was going on is that Democrats saw these really good jobs numbers. They saw really good stock market numbers, and they didn't understand how so much of that prosperity did not touch a lot of the working class at all, because we saw prices go up during the pandemic and never come back down. We saw that our rent went way up. We saw more and more property around the country be bought up by corporate landlords and housing become increasingly unaffordable. There was that brief period in 2020 when those of us who already had a home were able to refinance to very low interest rates, and people were able to, like, the housing cost was really high, but interest rates on new loans were really low. But that didn't last, and most people couldn't take advantage of it. Right? The thing Democrats miss, and I agree with you here, is that they saw all of these numbers that indicated prosperity and didn't understand that that meant prosperity for the super rich. It meant that all of that wealth that was being created was being funneled straight up to the super rich. They were being handed more power, more control at a time when we should have seen taxes being increased on the super rich because they were making tremendous amounts of money and able to hoard more of it than ever. We didn't see Democrats push for any of that.